Hello everyone and welcome to Theimpactplay. My name is Muhammad, otherwise known as It's Yagu, and I am your host and your producer on the ones and twos, and we are your one-stop shop for the newest discussions and reviews around gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, esports, and music. We're also keen on uplifting voices, even highlighting their stories. Your support keeps the lights running and keeps the content coming. You can support us by joining us over on Discord, where you can get access to some exclusive content, including the ad-free version of the show, a whole ton of content for everyone else, and more. We're also Epic partners. Every purchase you make with the Epic Store will be Rocket League, Fortnite, Fall Guys, and more. Even if it's free to play title, use our creator code at Theimpactplay, we do get a commission and a little bit of a kick to help support us in a brand new way at no extra cost to you. So you're gonna catch us. We are recording live over at twitch.tv/Theimpactplay, or you could watch, or you could follow the podcast or subscribe to the podcast later on youtube.com/Theimpactplay. So your favorite podcast platform, just simply search for Theimpactplay. So however consuming content or wherever consuming, we are there. We're also sponsored by Audible. However, we will tell you about that later. This is episode 299. On the agenda, we have Vampire Survivors is getting an anime. And first, look at the Twisted Metal TV series, a Street Fighter film. Nintendo is returning to Gamescom. The upcoming Project V, the Google Pixel Fold, a new Beast headset, the upcoming Motorola Razr. All the announcement from Cinemacon. The Super Mario Bros. Movie has reached 1 billion. Alita 2. Marvel's Blade has found its director. A Dodgeball sequel. The NFL Draft. The Mexico City Series. MSI 2023. The SEA Mobile Legends event. The nominees for the first ever Mobies. French Montana's new documentary. Paris Hilton's first ever concert. The Webby Awards plus the top stories of the week. So welcome to our very first segment of the show, where we discuss what I've been playing, what I'm enjoying, essentially what we have been up to. Alrighty folks, so I haven't been playing much. The only thing I did play, which I talked about on last week's show, was Dredge, which I did put... Did I finish it last week or no? But the review is up now for everyone on YouTube, as well as your favorite podcast platform. That review cast is up. I also reviewed Power Rangers, the 30th anniversary special, Once and Always. And gaming wise, I've been playing this indie game that I have on my Switch, Kid, which I've been enjoying. It's a little puzzle game. It's puzzle based. It needs strategy, and I gotta think of certain ways how to achieve certain goals within that game. It's a nice little game. Let me just find out who's the dev and the publisher. Hold on. Let me load it up because I literally have it here. Because I don't know how the auto saves work. Like I got out of the game and I went back into it and didn't save where I last was. That's why I'd rather leave it open until I finish it. Let me see. Software information. Nintendo eShop. Let me see. Who's this developed by? Hopefully it'll show me in the eShop. Okay, it's a puzzle platformer action title. What's released of June of last year. Wow, it's an older title. Okay. Read more. It doesn't tell me. The only thing it does tell me, it's published by Nama Takahashi. So that's the publisher. It's looking like. Yeah, that's about it. All in all, I'm having fun with it. Like, I hop into it, play a little bit until I'm fully done. Let me see how many hours I put in. Let's see. Will it show me? I think it's gonna show me in my profile if I remember correctly. Let's see. Really? Okay, so supposedly I played over an hour, but that's about it. I guess it doesn't give me an exact breakdown. Oh, as soon as I click it, it just says, do you want to start the software? That's it. So I honestly don't know. And I downloaded Super Animal Royale on the Switch too. And I do want to hop into it. I downloaded a couple demos. Hopefully I'll get into that, and I'll have some more review cast up for you that as well. Well, otherwise, you know, that's all I've been up to lately. But yeah. So I guess let's get into the news, folks, and we'll start with some housekeeping. Introducing its Team Impact, born in Atlanta and powered by Theimpactplay. Learn more by going over to ITSTEAMIMPACT.com. Once again, that link is ITSTEAMIMPACT.com. You can sign up for a free 30-day trial and immediately get access to 1 credit. If you have Amazon Prime, you get access to 2 credits. And good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Once again, the URL is audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Alrighty, folks, so it's time for, let's see, what do we have here? So we've been uploading a ton of content over on the YouTube channel, so you can check that out at youtube.com/Theimpactplay. We have first looks, exclusive trailers, and more for you. So you have something for everyone. In addition to our review for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always is up, as well as we reviewed Dredge as well. So be sure to check out those review casts on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform. Also, as another form of housekeeping, speaking of YouTube, YouTube has podcasts have finally arrived for YouTube Music users in the US. The change will allow you to tune into podcasts on the YouTube Music app, where you can gain access to on-demand offline streams that support background listening without a premium subscription. YouTube first announced that it's bringing podcasts to the music streaming service at the Verge's Hot Pod Summit back in February, and now it's gradually rolling out to all users. YouTube Music will now have a dedicated podcast tab where you can browse through shows that once were limited to the main YouTube app. You can also swap between the audio and video versions of a podcast while using YouTube Music, which I did not know. So either offline and background listening on YouTube Music in this state. So you don't have to get YouTube Premium. You just download the YouTube Music app, which I'm going to download on my end too, so I could test it out. But yeah, so thank you to Verge for that update. So if you guys are interested, be sure to download YouTube Music and just follow the podcast, follow the Theimpactplay there. And let us know how that feature is as well. And last but not least, we're saving the best for last. We are doing a charity fundraiser for our local children's hospital here in Atlanta, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, which is made possible through Extra Life, which is a program of the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, which is an amazing fund. We've been supporting them since the founding of the Theimpactplay. And of course, we will implore you and anyone else that could make a donation to do so. You can simply go to our about pages on either Twitch or YouTube and click on the Extra Life link. It'll take you right to it. Or simply tag us on social media, tag us on Twitter, and just ask us for the link directly there as well. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much. We're done with all housekeeping. Now we're going to move on to gaming. And the first one up is Ukraine has joined the list of countries that have approved Microsoft's proposal to acquire Activision Blizzard. Because it's coming from GameSindustry.biz. So this news comes after the UK's Competition and Markets Authority blocking the proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard over concerns that the deal would quote-unquote alter the future of the cloud gaming market, even though it's barely just started, so I don't know what future are they talking about. But following that, all these updates coming from GameStreet.biz in regards to this Microsoft Activision Blizzard acquisition. But next up is the UK's Competition and Markets Authority has announced it's preventing the acquisition over concerns that the deal would alter the future of the fast-growing cloud gaming market. Even though I don't know how, because PlayStation has literally started their own. And following this deal, Microsoft has signed another 10-year deal with European cloud gaming platform Enware. So that's literally all the updates we have for you in regards to the acquisition. Next up is, EA has acknowledged the Star Wars Jedi Survivor's PC performance issues and it's working on a fix coming over from GameSpot. The problems were so bad, publishers EA took to Twitter to acknowledge the situation and promised a fix quickly. Next up, we have Forza Motorsport will let blind players race with revolutionary audio features coming over from GameSpot as well. So, Forza Motorsport has a variety of audio features designed to enable blind players to race. Developer Turn10 Studios worked extensively with playtesters to create what Xbox claims is the developer's most accessible game ever. When turned on, the feature provides audio cues to let players know what is occurring. For example, the car and engine sounds will pan from left to right based on which direction the player needs to turn. A series of beeps will inform players if they are approaching the edge of the racetrack. Other audio cues include when to shift, pole position, direction on the track, and more. So kudos to Turn10 for making Forza a lot more accessible. Next up, we have an update for you in regards to the Fortnite Crew subscription. Now, Epic has combined the Fortnite Crew subscription with Rocket League's Premium Rocket Pass, so you can get one or the other, and you simply get both as part of a package. Anybody ask you? Like, I don't understand it. But otherwise, it's a nice little benefit as well. So kudos to GameSpot for that update. Next up is Eurogamer reporting on the Division 2 is unlikely to get native current gen versions due to the cross-generation audience. So Ubisoft has said it's unlikely to launch native PS5 and Xbox Series X and S versions of Division 2. Staying in full range of the current console generation will also mean leaving players on PS4 and Xbox One behind. I don't know how it would if a lot of games did this. But all in all, next up we have the Twisted Metal official teaser has been announced from Peacock. This is coming over from yours truly. The show will have a total of 10 episodes, and all the episodes will make their debut all on July 27th of this year. Vampire Survivors is getting an animated television series from Story Kitchen, coming over from a Deadline exclusive. So Story Kitchen is partnering up with the game's developers and Luca Galante to adapt the horror game into a premium animated television series. Thank you for that. Next up, we have an exclusive from The Hollywood Reporter. So, showing in twin filmmaker duo behind Sundance horror sensation Talk to Me are in final negotiations to direct Street Fighter Legends, a legendary's feature adaptation of the classic video game from Capcom. So the company which picked up the movie and TV rights to the game earlier this month is working with Capcom to produce the adaptation. So it actually looks like a movie and a TV series. So we'll see how this works out. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon is arriving this August from a reveal trailer. That's available on our YouTube channel as well. And it will launch August 25th of this year. Alright, thank you, IGN, for that. We have Nintendo's return. It was confirmed its return to Gamescom of 2023, coming over from IGN as well. And they have announced a tweet. Next up, IGN reports that Sony has the PlayStation company briefly mentioned its goals for the next year during its latest earnings report, where it revealed the PS5 had sold more than 38 million units, thanks to it being the best year on the market so far. Almost 20 million units have sold from 2022 to 2023 weren't enough though. We aim to continuously accelerate penetration of the PS5 and aim for PS5 selling units for the current fiscal year to be 25 million units, the highest ever for any PlayStation console in history. Looks like they have high goals, high hopes for this. We'll see if that actually pans out. Alright, and lastly we have Project V coming over from Super Joy Studios that is being developed by a lot of content creators. So we have Cypher PK, Courage, Nick Merckx, Ninja, and Tim the Tatman are currently I guess developing this game with Super Joy Studios. So this is coming over from their official site. So a battle royale made in UEFN. We are a band of friends, gamers, and fellow content creators that are passionate about battle royales. Since 2016, we played every battle royale on the market, competing at the highest level, and collectively built an audience and community of over 140 million people. We know what makes a battle royale great. With the launch of Unreal Editor for Fortnite in March of 2023, it sparked inspiration in all of us. Immediately, we huddled together to brainstorm and all came to the same conclusion. Let's create our own battle royale with the power of UEFN. So we're that's about it. This is really that it's in the works. All right. Looks like that's it for gaming. I guess we're gonna move on to some tech news, folks. So last week we reported on the Asus realm of gamers, ROG Ally, which is another handheld device similar to Valve's Steam Deck. So there was a leak that pretty much showed off the device. That is going to be around $699 with the Z1 Extreme chip and 512 gigabytes of storage. And apparently, where it originally leaked, there's another leak about an entry-level model with a vanilla Z1 processor and 256 gigabytes of SSD that will cost around $599. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. So then get ready for that. So we have more images about Google Pixel's upcoming fold. Google's upcoming Pixel Fold. And it looks like the marketing images has leaked. So I'm gonna show you this in a moment. So for all you audio only listeners, you're definitely missing out. If you're coming back to if you're unable to join us live, you could watch the VOD either later on YouTube or even on Spotify. So be sure to subscribe on both platforms. All right, let me load that up for you. Give me a moment. Alrighty, there you go. So it actually looks nice. I can't zoom in. I don't know why. And these are all coming from the same leaker, EV Leaks. That looks nice. I honestly wouldn't mind this. I just want to look at the specs. Like the Fold is nice to have, but if the camera isn't up to par, then I don't want it. It's the same thing why I didn't hop onto the Galaxy Z, the Fold 4. Because this camera on the S21 is 10 times better than the camera on the Fold. So why should I downgrade just to get a Fold? This one I use it for to cover events. You guys have seen from my content to create short-term video, long-term video reviews, and what have you, all from this phone. So if hold on, let me see. Apparently the same leaker has some of the specs. So it looks like it's gonna be 5.5 inches tall by 3.1 inches wide and half an inch thick when folded. Unfolded, about 5.5 inches by 6.2 by 0.2, and it'll weigh about 283 grams. Wow. So the front camera looks like it's gonna have a 9.5 megapixel dual pixel with 1.22 pixels, f2.2 aperture, 84 degrees field of view inner camera, and megapixel with it's gonna have two cameras. Wow. 1.12 pixels of f2.0 aperture. I never know how to say that. 84 degrees field of view, and water resist, IPX8 water resistance, USB Type C, 3.2 generation 2, and a bunch of other stuff. But I don't have nothing else. And also the same leaker leaked the Motorola Razr is coming from the Verge as well, which I'm going to show you momentarily. So, so the new Razr, I should say. I don't know why it's giving me the zoom option. It's not working. I don't know why. Motorola, apparently it's going to be dubbed from his leak, the Motorola Razr 40 Ultra. Two variants, the standard Ultra model with and the Razr Lite. The Ultra will come with a 3.5-inch cover display, and the Lite version room to have a significantly smaller outer display that only surrounds the cameras. Let's go to the images. All right. Kind of looks like the Samsung the mirror phone. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Alrighty. Next up, we have Mac Rumors reports that the upcoming Beats Studio Plus have appeared to be listed on Amazon, providing a closer look at the new features and changes before they are officially announced. The earbuds are listed with a May 18th release date and a $169.95 price. It will be available in a new transparent design option that looks very similar to the Nothing Ear 2 earbuds. The earbuds will also be available in black and ivory. According to the listing, the overall design of the Studio Buds Plus looks largely the same as the original back in 2021. So that's about it, literally. Next up, we have the Engadget reports that WhatsApp will now allow you to use your account on multiple devices. I've been asking for this for a while. So, an expansion on the multi-device functionality, the company began testing back in 2021, where you can now sync one account across up to 4 devices. Once you have access to the feature, you'll see a new link to existing account option when installing the app on a smartphone. After tapping the button, WhatsApp will prompt you to scan a QR code on your primary phone. A step that involves navigating over to the Link Devices section of the settings menu on your main device and tapping Link a Device. So, WhatsApp does plan to rely on a more accessible method for the link to allow this link to happen. So that's about it. Apparently, they're going to be rolling out this feature in the upcoming weeks. And lastly, The Verge reports that Meta is going to let you update the Quest apps before the headset shuts down. It's going to confirm that for you. If there's, it's going to check itself if there's any updates. Right, so that's it for tech, folks. Now I'm going to move on to some entertainment. The Super Mario Bros. Movie has officially hit the $1 billion mark, which I said about this last week that they are going to reach it, and look, they reached it. So the Variety reports that the Super Mario Bros. Movie is officially the first film of the year to cross the coveted 1 billion milestone at the global box office. As of Sunday, so after this recording, after 26 days of release, the animated video game adaptation from Universal, Illumination, and Nintendo has grossed $490 million in North America alone and $532 million internationally. It's only the 5th movie of pandemic times to join the 1 billion club, following Spider-Man No Way Home, Top Gun Maverick, Jurassic World Dominion, and Avatar The Way of Water. So kudos to them. I told you I was going to reach in, and look, it did. So next up, we have all the updates for you from Cinemacon 2023. Coming over from, how do you pronounce this site? lifestyleasia.com. So it went from April 21st to the 27th. It was held in Las Vegas. And we have a ton of updates for you from a ton of studios as well, coming from Sony Pictures, Universal, Warner Brothers, and more. So Sony Pictures opened up Cinemacon with a slate of movie shows, releases, and announcements. So the first one up is we have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse footage. We have a teaser trailer for what's his name? Kraven the Hunter. A first look at Napoleon. A first trailer of The Equalizer 3. Gran Turismo, the movie, got a new trailer, as well as an extended sneak peek. The Insidious Red Door got a trailer as well. Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel footage was shown. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence talked about Bad Boys 4. Warner Bros. Discovery presented a new trailer for The Flash. A new trailer for Blue Beetle, which I'm excited for that film. And if you guys are following me on TikTok, Instagram, all the good stuff at ITSTEAMIMPACT, I did it because of my excitement for the movie from the trailer. I went ahead and ordered the Blue Beetle shirt from over at DC Shops, so you check that out there as well. Dune Part 2, the first trailer was released. Let's see, Wonka trailer. They showed that off. It's like a prequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Barbie, the cast reveal footage. Showed off the new cast, obviously. We have The Color Purple, got its first trailer. The Nun 2, a teaser trailer, was released. Tim Burton's Beetlejuice gets a sequel after 35 years. Wow. And I'm going to talk on to Disney. So they showed up a first glimpse of The Little Mermaid. Let's see. I guess more in-depth look into Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. A Haunting in Venice got its first teaser trailer. The Creator is a film by Rogue One, a Star Wars story director. Garrett Edwards, John David Washington, and Gemma Sean as its main leads. The film will open in theaters on September 29th. Next, how do you say that? Taika Waititi's Next Goal Wins got its first showcase. Elemental got a 20-minute extended look. Wish. So Chris Pine was announced as the voice of King Magnifico in Walt Disney Animation's The Wish. A clip of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was shown. He is now in the Universal stuff. So Chris Nolan attended Cinemacon. Let's see. He presented Oppenheimer, and the new trailer will be released following the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm assuming it's in theaters. Wicked got its first reveal. I guess they gotta. Then it ended up look more like an informational. They announced information about Kung Fu Panda 4. Jarvis Dolls dropped its first trailer. Vin Diesel revealed Fast X Part 2 will debut in 2025. You know, it looks like that's all we have for you folks. Next up, we have Warner Brothers Discovery has acquired Season 7 of Totally Spies. Come over from a press release from Banjai. Banjai Kids and Family has confirmed that Warner Brothers Discovery has acquired the upcoming series of the hit spy-fi animations across EMEA in the US. French broadcaster Gulli and Discovery Kids Lat AM have previously announced as co-producers of the Zoria Kids and Family France show. The 2D animated franchise Totally Spies will return to screens in 2024, following with the original 6-season run beginning back in 2001. Premiering on Cartoon Network in the US and later on Max and in the EMEA, the upcoming series follows the 3 legendary agents, Sam, Clover, and Alex, as they move to a new city and take on a fresh crop of villains. Alright, that's exciting. Let's see. So, the Variety has reported that James Gunn's upcoming Superman Legacy hasn't found its leading men just yet. But it says that production is considering some really great candidates. Alright, and we have a trailer for The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It's available on our YouTube channel for you to check out. And we'll be hitting theaters November 17th. Looks like Christopher Nolan is getting an R-rated in the works following. Let's see, from. Let me see. Let me read into this article. So the project is based on the original script from Charlie Kesslering. Will also be executive produced. Conrad Vernon is on board to direct the pilot episode and will be executive producer. So Christopher Robin will be a comedic live-action animation hybrid reimagining of AA Milne's Winnie the Pooh. We'll see how this is. So it looks like Dodgeball is getting a sequel from a Deadline exclusive. So Vance Vaughan will return to star and likely produce a sequel to the original. And then the script is written by Jordan Van Dam, and it's currently in early development. That Deadline has learned from 20th Century Studios. So Scream 6 is now available on Paramount Plus, and new subscribers can watch for free. Change to Former's Rise of the Beast has a new trailer as well. And Marvel's Blades has nabbed the detective creator Nick Pizzolatto for writing duties from a Hollywood Reporter exclusive. So the development marks a true detective return as Ali's starred in season 3 of Pizzolatto's HBO show. Blade, the future is casting up and most likely adding rising scream queen Mia Goth to the call sheet. Delroy Lindo is also on the roster. Alright, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania will be streaming on Disney Plus May 17th, so I'm excited for that. That's where I can review it. So, Screen Rant reports that, coming from exclusive, I should say. What is this? That's an ad. That John Orlando has assured that talks for Alita 2 are currently in the works, and I'm excited for it. Following the original back in 2019. So I'm definitely excited for that. Black Mirror is returning to Netflix for its 6th season on June 2023. And Marvel's Agatha Coven of Chaos is going to maybe be a musical. Let's see what Jen has to say about it. So Petey Lupin will be playing Lily Caldera in the upcoming MCU series. Teased more about her character in a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter. She said Leela is a 450-year-old Sicilian witch who's part of a coven with a penchant for musical performance. Our lead singer is Catherine. She revealed when asked if the witches would break out into songs. I'm singing backup, and the songs have been written by Christian and Bobby Lopez. So we'll see how this pans out. I'm excited nonetheless. So that's it for entertainment, folks. I guess we're going to move on to some sports. And the first one up is the 2023 NFL Draft. Coming over CBS Sports has ended with 259 players hearing their names called over the past 3 days. Or those players who didn't hear their names called, hope is not lost. Shortly after the draft concluded, teams quickly began reaching out to the best college players still available. So we're not going to go into a lot of all these teams grabbed some amazing players. If you guys are interested in checking out the list, I'm going to share the link in chat now. But for the, because we're going to read the Atlanta because it's Atlanta Falcons. So they, I guess, have Oklahoma's Waylon Harris, Rice Edges, I don't know what that means, but Akina Chukwu, Buffalo wide receiver Justin Marshall, Arkansas's edge Kivot Bennett, and Southeastern RB running back Carlos Washington. And next up is the Giants and Patriots clash. Alexa, stop. She just comes out of nowhere. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mute her. She just randomly shouts out some random stuff. I have her mute this. There we go. She's like spewing nonsense. Like I called her. I said something. I did it. All right. So as I was saying, so the MLB World Tour is in Mexico City. So the Padres and Giants are bringing big league baseball to Mexico capital this weekend. The two National West rivals squared off in this year's Mexico City series, which was going on with Saturday night's historic 16-11 Padres win. It's wrapping up right now. Let's see. So it is part of the Mexico City series. It's part of the MLB World Tour. And the Mexico City series is the latest installment of the league's initiative to bring international games to major baseball markets. So they're literally just promoting baseball. Alright, that's it for sports, folks. We're going to move on to some esports. And the first one up is the, how do you pronounce this? Bali Major. Coming over from AFK Gaming. It will be held at the luxurious 5-star resort. And it's been officially announced by IO Esports and ePolls. It'll be held June 29th through the 9th of July. And the finals will take place at the resort, how do you pronounce this? Ion Estate. And it's the first ever Valve event in Indonesia. That's about it on that front. And then we're going to announce the nominees for the first ever Mobies. The ceremony is focused on the mobile gaming and esports industry. The inaugural mobile 2023 award ceremony will take place on July 14th in Los Angeles, California. And the full list of nominees are as follows. Competitive Game of the Year. Actually, instead of me going through it, I'm going to show you guys as well what I'm looking at. Let's see. I'll make things go easier. Alrighty. So, competitive of the Game of the Year, we have Brawl Stars, PUBG Mobile, Arena of Valor, Clash Royale, Free Fire, Honor of Kings, and Mobile Legends Big Bang. Mobile Team of the Year, Echo, S-Star Pro, Evos Phoenix, Stalwart Esports, Tribal Gaming, and Zero Division Zero. Player Game of the Year, Top Benny QT, Goblin, Muhammad Light, Moshi, and Tensei. Mobile Esports Tournaments of the Year. The Brawl Star World Finals, the CODM World Championships, the Free Fire World Series in Bangkok, the Honor of Kings International Championship, Mobile Legends Big Bang M4 World Championships, and the PUBG Mobile Global Championships. Mobile Developer of the Year. Garena, Crafton, Lightspeed, Second Dinner, Supercell, and Teamy Studio. Mobile Device of the Year, really. The iPhone 14 Pro Max, the OnePlus 11, the Magic 8 Pro, it is Republic of Gamers. I was close. Phone 7, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Mobile App of the Year. AimLab Mobile, Discord, TikTok, Twitter, Xbox Game Pass, and YouTube. Coverage Platform of the Year. AFK Gaming, that's funny. Gaming on iPhone, Wikipedia, One Esports, Pocket Gamer, and Pocket Tactics. Mobile Content Creator of the Year. Judo Sloth, Levinho, Jonathan Gaming, iFurge, Portal, Panda, and Radio Activo. Mobile Indie Game of the Year. Alto's Adventure, Monument Valley, Stardew Valley, Limbo, T3 Arena. Mobile Game of the Year. Brawl Stars, Call of Duty Mobile, Cinemacon, Pokemon Unite, and PUBG Mobile. And you could vote by checking out the official page, which I'm going to share in chat. Hey, I just copied it, didn't I? I don't want to do that. Copy. Okay. There you are, folks. Another one. Okay. Ba-da-da. All right. And next up, we have the 2023 AC Games Mobile Legends, the men's event. We're going to cover first, and then the women's. And both these articles coming from FK Gaming as well. So, the men's event for the 2023 Southeast Asian Games will soon commence on May 11th, starting with the group stage. So, yeah, we have a lot of teams. So we have the we have teams from players from Cambodia, Philippines, Indonesia, Myanmar, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, Laos, and how do you pronounce that? Timor-Leste. And the women's event will begin May 10th. And we have teams from Cambodia, Philippines, Indonesia, Vietnam, Laos, and Malaysia. So we have some updates for you as well, some team updates. Team Liquid. AFK Gamer reports that apparently they're at risk from elimination from the Berlin Major 2023, which the top teams from each Dota Pro circuit rank can be determined with a prize pool of 500,000 USD. Team Liquid is one of the strongest teams in the world, has been struggling in the tournament and is currently at risk of being eliminated. Let's see, the MSI 2023, we have all the teams that have qualified. So MSI is the second largest international League of Legends competition, only behind the World Championship, taking place between spring and summer. This year's edition will be held in London. Starting from May 2nd, this marks the return of the tournaments to the Western world after the 2018 Berlin 2021 editions. Riot Games has announced a major format change for both international tournaments this year. For MSI, we'll have a total of 13 teams with the major regions LPL, LCK, LEC, and LCS, each sending in 2 representatives, 1 to the group stage and 1 to play-ins. That being said, LCK, the region that won the last year's Worlds, will have both seeds getting straight to the group stage. So, the major regions, Korea, which is LCK, T1 and Generation G have both qualified. The LCS for North America, Cloud9, and both Golden Guardians. So Cloud9 is getting a playoff, and Golden Guardians is getting a play-in. So China, both the teams that have qualified are JDG and BLG. Europe's LEC is MAD and Generation 2 Esports. And Brazil, which is the CBLOL, is Loud. And the VCS from Vietnam is GAM Esports. And the LJL from Japan is Detonation. Did I pronounce that right? Detonation Focus Me. Looks like we have more. So Latin America from LLA, Movistar, R7, PCS for Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau, Southeast Asia, and Oceania is PSG Talon. So that's about it. So good luck to all teams that have qualified. Speaking of the MSI, Riot Games is allowing co-streaming for the very first time, coming over from Esports Insider. So let's see. That's about it. All right, next up we have Evil Genius has officially parted ways with 4 of its LOL starting roster, which this was rumored on last week's show. This time it's actually official. All right, so after a disappointing 2023 spring split, the organization has decided to tear down the roster and start anew, parting ways with top liner. I'm just gonna read their gamer tags pretty much. Sumday, FBI, Inspired, and Vulcan. I know there was 4. The replacements have not been specified just yet, but according to reports by Travis Graffer, the management is most likely going to field a budget roster for the 2023 summer split, with supposedly becoming one of the highest spenders among LCS organizations throughout these past few off seasons. So after missing out on 2023 LCS Spring Playoffs, TSM's League of Legends team has kicked off its rebuild after dropping multiple members of its roster and coaching staff coming from DO2 Esports. So it looks like Raven has reached an agreement and will be the head coach of the team in the LCS. And it looks like all, how do you pronounce this? Parabellum Esports staff have been laid off, and the future is unclear for their Rainbow Six division. In a shocking statement, Parallelum Esports has announced all staff members of the Canadian esports organization have been laid off with the future of Rainbow Six Siege, with the American League team currently in doubt. So hopefully they still become relevant. Team Liquid has introduced a new LCS coach ahead of the 2023 summer split, coming over from DOT Esports. Let's see who they have as coach. So they confirmed that no changes are coming to the starting lineup. Let's see. Looks like Rain Nova will be flanked by the Liquid general manager duo, who's stepping back into an assistant coach role. And Rain Nova will make his head coaching debut with when the summer split actually begins. Alright, and we have some updates for you from Riot Games coming from DOT Esports. So it looks like League of Legends is getting a new game mode. So League of Legends upcoming 2v2 V2 deathmatch game will be going live with the 2023 summer event, according to lead gameplay producer Reeve3. This one will bring a ton of new mechanics and features that will both fun and challenging for casual and high-level players alike. And apparently, it will not take place on Summoner's Rift. So Riot Games also gave us an inside look at the next champion, Nafiri. The champion was teased earlier this year. Is on track to release some point of this year. Thank you, DLT, for that one. And it looks like the CDL has finally introduced its reloaded lineup of team packs. Let's see. So starting May 2nd, the new team packs look to build off the momentum established by their predecessor back in November. So apparently buyers of the new offerings will receive a new weapon blueprint designed by the CDL teams themselves. And it looks like Valve has rolled out some ranked fix to prevent inconsistent and extreme MMR drops in Dota 2, coming from DOT Esports. Part of patch 7.33. Alright, folks, that's it for esports. We're going to move on to the last and final segment, music. And the first one up is Zendaya shocking fans with a surprising Coachella performance coming over from iHeart. With Labyrinth. Alright. So iHeart reports, let's see. It looks like Basilos is going on tour in Miami. So Webby reports that the tour is upcoming back in the U.S. Tour dates are as follows. So December 30th through the May 14th. They're starting in Atlanta. Well, so tonight in Atlanta, I should say. And then making their way through Austin, Houston, Dallas, Boston, New York, and ending in Chicago. So Webby reports that the Summer Stage Concert Series on April 25th included Grandmaster Flash, Tanya Tucker, and Noel Gallagher, and more. The season will kick off on June 10th with a free performance by St. Paul and the Broker Bones in Central Park in New York City. All right, so the 2023 Webby Awards coming over from iHeart. It took place April 25th as of this recording. Let's see. SZA was crowned as this year's Artist of the Year. And let's see what else we got. Where is it? Featured winners. I don't get it. Why did it take me to a site and doesn't even give me the winners? Oh, okay, this whole thing. A special achievement, I guess, went to, I don't know how, I don't want to botch this, but Shigetaka Kurita for the Webby Lifetime Achievement. And since it got the Webby Artist of the Year, we talked about that. A special achievement went to Sharon Horgan for the Best Actress. Smartless got one Webby Podcast of the Year. Special achievement went to Tracy Ellis Ross. Another special achievement went to Toby Nwanga. Where? I'm gonna. Like, this thing doesn't make any sense. Let me see. Like, I don't get this thing. Hold on, let me look up another article. All right. Let's give me highlights. Okay. I'm thinking this is it. Let's see. So the Daily Show with Trevor Noah won America's one comedy and general video. Christina Aguilera won music video and general video. Variety.com featuring Hugh Jackman won for best writing editorial. Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez won for fashion and beauty. Doja Cat and Talk About best influencer and creator endorsement. My BTS Story won for community engagement series. Lizzo's Big Girls, part of Women's History Month, won animated social video for arts, entertainment, and social video. Disney's TikTok won for entertainment and general social media. Hashtag Pink Venom Challenge won the Voice Award for Best Partnership and Collaboration. Marvel Studios' Black Panther Wakanda Forever won Best TV Film Entertainment. Pod Safe America, Barack Obama's Advice for Democrats won for a featured guest individual episodes. And Netflix Stranger Things Global Rift Takeover won for excellent experience marketing individual. I don't know what that means. And that's about it. We talked about the achievements. Like, this thing doesn't make any sense, but yeah, it is what it is. So kudos to all the winners. So we have Ernest is going on tour for part of the Fire Tour. Let's see, coming from iHeart. So he's going out, beginning on tour October 18th, starting in Oxford, Ohio, Mississippi, Illinois, Florida, Atlanta, and ending in South Carolina and Nashville on the 18th and 28th, respectively. Here's the rapper coming over from iHeart. Let's see. It's set to celebrate the anniversary of his breakthrough project with a massive performance in his hometown later this year. Right, it looks like French Montana has another documentary that works with Drake, Diddy, and more. So he dropped the trailer on April 27th. So the documentary is called For Cathedra, and is executive produced by Diddy and Drake. Ed Sheeran has announced additional dates for a part of its intimate theater. Alright. Paris Hilton has announced her first ever live concert coming up from iHeart. She's going on June 7th at the Fonda Theater. In Los Angeles. And it looks like iHeart on Roblox is transforming with exciting all new features and gameplay coming from iHeart. So be sure to check it out to get it firsthand. Jack Harlow has some new music in the works. A studio album dubbed Jackman. It's a 10-track album that it's available now. And lastly, the top 5 out of Billboard's Hot 100 chart are as follows. SZA's Kill Bill is the number 1. Morgan Wallen's Last Night is the number 2. Miley Cyrus's Flowers is the number 3. Ice Spike and Nicki Minaj's Princess Diana is the number 4. And Ella Bella Sola by Eslabon Armando and Pesa Pluma is the number 5. So, like, that's all we have for you folks. If you guys are interested in sending us some radio mail, here's how you can contact us. When we want to know your feedback, let us know your thoughts you have on the show and more. So you have a couple ways to do so. If you guys are listening to us on Spotify, there will be a question following each and every episode that will ask you what are your thoughts, and it's asking for your feedback essentially. So you let us know that way. The other ways are as follows. You can send us an email to redemail@theimpactplay.com, via Discord, or even leaving a voice note over at ignorant.fm/Cinemacon, where we feedback whether we play live or even run live here on the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. And guys, we're trying to subs over and we need your help to share the channel, share our content to your friends, your family, anyone who believes in it from the show. Share the live stream, share our Twitch profile, and more. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. Even leave us a rating, even a review on your favorite platform. Help us reach even more listeners, even more viewers. Help us expand our community to everyone else outside of just Atlanta. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one, and we'll see you all on the next one.